The federal government has been advised to create a conducive environment for investors for rapid socio-economic development in Nigeria. A cross-section of Nigerians on the economic benefits for the G20 summit attended by President Bola Tinubu said Nigeria has a lot to gain from the interaction but must put its house in order. Correspondent Kunle Ojo completes the story.
The 2023 G20 New Delhi Summit was the 18th meeting of the G20. It was held at the International Exhibition Center, New Delhi, between 9 to 10 of September 2023. It was the first G20 summit held in India. The summit provided a venue for world leaders to seek economic cooperation and fine-tune bilateral relationship for rapid socio-economic development among member countries.
I think largely the contemporary international world there is been over the last few decades been constructed on unipolarity, but in recent years there have been serious attempts to reconstruct the international community based on multipolarity, and that have given birth to a lot of regional blocs and groupings.
Nigerian President Bola Tinubu was at this year's summit, where he called for global unity and cooperation in tackling pressing challenges, fostering inclusiveness, and establish a fairer world order.
Success is not made of an individual, except from a team, and have a good team.
Yes. God will help you. God will help you. I'll pray for that.
Thank you,
so
sir.
that one day we come to Nigeria, where we see such a big success.
I'm looking forward to that.
To some Nigerians, Tinubu's attendance at this summit was quite significant, especially with his economic reforms and policies, which revolves around seeking input from investors.
I think for us in Nigeria, that perhaps was the first international outing for the new president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and for his government. You know that he came at a time that almost all these variables are down. The macroeconomics indices are down, the monetary and physical indices were down. Yes, the new statistic by Bureau of Statistics said that the economy, the unemployment rate is now 1 digit, but reality on ground doesn't point at that. They needed to stimulate the economy, and in stimulating the economy, they need a lot of investment both within and outside the country, and they need also to show the international community that Nigeria is also ready to do business and partner with the rest of the world.
It is an opportunity for Nigeria to make sure we seek for relevant investors to come and invest in our economy. He was able to assert the position of Nigeria and the international community, and by meeting those world leaders, those developed economies, to make sure that Nigeria is a place where you can invest and you will not have a regret, and you will have the return on your investments.
On the importance of the bilateral agreement reached at the summit to Tinubu's administration's economic blueprint, respondents maintained that the country is in dire need of support from the developed countries, noting that the agreement will in no small measures boost economic growth. They, however, urged the federal government to put its house in order and create conducive atmosphere for investors, especially in the area of security.
I think now the administration needs to work on mostly is tackling security vehemently. In fact, by so doing, the investor will come to Nigeria by themselves without being wooed. But going there to woo them means that telling them, projecting our image, that what they think of us internationally is not what really happening back home.
Alleviate the kind of hardship that the removal of fuel subsidy and what have you has imparted on the majority of the people. We want to see how such kind of investment they said that they have signed has now translated into meaningful productivity activities in the country that also impacted on the life of everyone.
On the admission of the African Union in G20, speakers say it will create better opportunities for the region and fast-track rapid developments.
Look at G20, EU has been a full member, and I recognize and appreciate the fact that there was a strong advocacy to also grant the African Union the status of a full member, you understand, which is significant, meaning that Africa is also going there rather as individual countries with weak negotiating power. They are going there as a strong bloc of 54 countries with more than more than a billion people or thereabout, you understand, to negotiate with the rest of the world.
And thank God, the admission of the continent EU into the G20.
It is expected that Africa and Nigeria in particular will make the best out of the opportunities provided by the summit for rapid socio-economic development. Kunle Ojo, Galaxy TV.